Spider-Woman.
So in the other story that I read, he saw the red on the butt and said, "Oh, red is the same color as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So this spider, if it bites me, will make me Spider-Man."
First of all, you just finding the Black Widow spiders in Bolivia. Okay, cool. Because
seriously,
I've been in Florida for like 20 years. I haven't seen one.
I haven't even seen a brown recluse. Knock on wood. I don't plan on seeing one. But
yeah. I've seen brown spiders, but not brown recluse, and they're very deadly.
Those are deadly.
Watch your toes.
So.
Yo no juego con bandolero, porque yo sé que voy a ganar. Yo sé que voy a ganar, a la acción mía voy a pichar. Y yo no voy por parar. Yo no juego con bandolero, porque yo sé que voy a ganar. Yo sé que voy a ganar.
Hey. It's a sweet day.
Hey.
Live long and prosper, motherfuckers.
Really? I'm more of a
I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a good mood. It don't happen often.
Should always be in a good mood. It's quite life is good.
Man, life is good, man. Life is good. So what's going on with you, man? How's it going?
I'm good. I work today. I'm tired. But this is usually my solace. When it's like, okay, can I do it? Good. Figured out some things at work. It's nice. Life is good. I'm very happy where I am at 30.
Oh yeah, 30, 30 and flirty, something like
that? 30, thirsty, and tired.
I can't fight that one, man. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning trying to go to the gym, so I feel that. Trying to get this daddy mode. Look, just trying to get that Hulk Hogan daddy body.
Daddy body.
Not dad bod, daddy body.
Daddy body. You're waiting. You're preparing to be expecting. Is what you're trying to say, or
no? I just like when my wife says "daddy." I'm just playing. Don't.
Nah, you pussy. Commit.
Well, what's going on?
Anyway, go ahead.
She's gonna come and beat the hell out of you in the middle of the show. I'm gonna laugh.
She likes it. Beating me is definitely.
It's definitely different for you. It's a different meaning for you, I should say.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everybody? I just want to make sure before we go any further, I want to stop you right where you are. Stop. We're going to make sure you're listening in with your open ears and that you're liking and subscribing to the channel, because I got to say, we've had some growth. That was actually good, y'all. I think you actually laughed.
He froze again.
I was staring at you like really gently, like, uh-oh. That was good. I gotta make sure we use this. That's a superpower, bro. You guys are liking and subscribing to this channel. I know that you guys we've actually seen some great growth over the last week. So thank you everybody who's already subscribed. But we need more. We need to get more. Your guys want to look fitted nice in some nice suits. We like to wear some nice kicks. If you haven't seen the last episode, we have expensive taste. In order to do this, we need y'all to go in and join and like and subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
Helps us get to the next spot. Also, guys, as always, follow us on our Twitter and our Instagram. Twitter is rated F2. Or sorry, it's X now, whatever. And Jesus. IG is the rated _F. You got to blame Elon Musk for something.
Last thing I want to do is follow my ex.
Now we're Xing. So, no. It's not tweeting no more. It's Xing.
We're Xing. No, thank you.
Yeah. And for our Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, and Amazon Music listeners, so everyone who's listening on all those channels, I want you to also take a quick break, quick moment. You can pause us right here. We'll wait. That's enough. We're going to make sure that you're going to give us a 5-star rating. Okay, guys? You guys are been great. There's been a lot of great feedback so far that we're getting, and we want to say we appreciate all of it. So there's a lot of stuff that we got working on the mix and in the future. But we still need your ratings. The more ratings we get, the better. Okay, guys. And as always, if you want to talk about something, you want to get into the nitty gritty about something, your boys are always welcome. We have an open ear. We're gonna do it. We'll talk with you. About it.
We say the fun and theatrical, and we get into some controversial shit. We don't care. Whatever you guys want to talk about, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, and we've been already some controversy. So
I want to dive in that pool again.
I think you dabbled in it really well on it.
Felt like the kid on the birthday cake when you just take your finger and you take some icing. That's what we did. I want to eat the whole damn cake.
Oh, you want the whole damn cake? Oh, boy.
I want to offend everybody.
Oh man,
Let's go.
All right, well, we are gonna just go because guess what? I have Instagram question of the week.
We have to do a
and
it's Instagram question.
We gotta have that added in there. He's gonna hit that. So Instagram question of the week is, what is your new thoughts on aliens? So that was the question of the week. And I gotta say, immediately we got some responses.
Yeah.
One was, I suppose the legal ones are good.
Look here. I spent the weekend over my brother-in-law's house. I don't know
Is he Mexican?
any other people on this planet that are going to wake up on a Sunday morning to build houses. Because they were out there in full force. We need illegal aliens. I ain't talking from space. Unless the planet is called Mexico. They work. They work hard. Sunday.
I ain't working on the damn. I ain't working in the fields on a Sunday. Not with this heat. Not with what's been going on. I suppose the legal ones are good. God, mind you, it came also with a Trump gif at the bottom of it. So
I didn't know that was a gift. I didn't know he had gifts. I thought
he has many
and indictments
and. Exit stage left. Another comment we got, and this one had me dying. I read it and immediately almost choked. It said, I want to have sex with them if they don't have sex with me. Simple as that. Simple as that. I went, what?
That's the age-old saying, you're gay for sucking my dick.
Yo, facts. I ain't gay because you sucking my dick. You queers are gay for sucking my dick. What?
Come and get this cock meat sandwich. Jesus Christ, people.
Jeez. Which funny enough, I didn't know Kumar was gay.
I didn't.
He legitimately in real life is gay, and I didn't know about this until he started hosting the Daily Show recently. They're doing like a run of hosts. Yeah, and he was hosting for I think for like a week, and he brought it up that him and his partner. He kept saying my partner, and then he said the partner's name, and I went, oh, it's a guy. Like he's legit gay. Like I was so thrown off of that. I was not. Yeah, not that I'm against it. It just caught me off.
We listen to Apple Radio or Apple Music Radio, whatever, at work, and every now and then they'll have like a little talk segment. And they'll have like fans come on and do reviews and stories and stuff like that. And I hear that so much more nowadays than I ever had before. It's always my partner. And I'm a boyfriend, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a husband, I'm a wife, my partner. But so it kind of gets, not that I care because that is their life, not mine. But it gets weird to the point that I grew up where when somebody says my partner, it means that you're with the same sex. It's kind of like it's exclusive for that. Nowadays it's
everything's my partner.
It's like everything's my partner because she's not necessarily, or he's not necessarily my wife or husband, but they're not a boy or a girl. They're it's like who's
we're going 3 episodes back with this conversation. Heads up.
So, I was like, all right, cool, my partner. I was like, I got a wife outside. She ain't doing any of that bullshit. So,
It's very interesting with that part of it. But yeah, that was our Instagram question of the week. So guys, I want your responses on that as well. What do you guys think about it? Those were just like some of the top 2 that we got. Definitely are more in there, but I love to see when we get more fan interaction. So let's keep it going with that.
Hell yeah, I like it. Thank you
All
guys for interacting.
Yes, it's always good. And Robbie, you said a little pre-show. You said you got some rated F news.
I do. I am pretty much going to talk about this game until it comes out, and whoever doesn't like it,
I think you're going to be talking about it even after it comes out. You're going to be giving us
when
updates
I'm
of what you've
playing
done.
I'm going to be playing it while we're doing rated F. I can be like, dude, we're recording. We need to. I don't give a shit. I'm whooping ass. So, Mortal Kombat 1, which comes out on September 19th. Make sure you pre-order. You'll get Shang Tsung. Make sure you buy I think it's the Ultimate Edition or the Premium Edition. You know, they always got to spice up the name. Anyway, you get 6 new characters, and you also get a Jean-Claude Van Damme, Johnny Cage skin and audio package, along with some other goodies and goodnesses. But
Love it.
they released a trailer for 3 new characters, but I wanted to focus on one. New to the game, at least, not new to the roster. But we get this guy in Mortal Kombat 1.
Is that Killer Croc?
That's not Killer Croc. And I chose this photo and I blurred it out. I kind of darkened it a little bit so I could kind of like segue into the story and not take up too much time. But that's the same character. Can you guess who it is?
Reptile?
Yes. Reptile
It had to be Reptile.
can shapeshift into human form and back into his clan. I can't remember the name of his people.
Yeah, I forgot their clan's name.
Race. I can't remember. It was I watched the video. I forgot the name. It was let's call them Klingons for now. But anyway,
Not Klingons.
So we get Reptile as a playable character because as I said in the video that we made for Mortal Kombat 1, there's playable characters and cameo characters. He's a playable character.
Okay.
But he can switch from his normal form, which is that reptilian kind of lizard looking, and he could go into his human form. And both, depending on who you're playing, it has a different moveset.
Oh.
So it's almost like you have 2 different people.
So essentially, you're fighting with the 3 characters because you have Reptile in both forms and then his like support character, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah. So if you pick Reptile, and then you got let's say your cameo character is Cyrex, you're beating ass all day because it's kind of like you have 4 people. And let me tell you why. Because when he goes into his stealth mode, and it's a certain time where you can do it, that stealth mode has a moveset as well. So he goes invisible.
That's freaking nuts.
Yeah, they made sure that the Reptile fans, because for a few games now, especially Mortal Kombat,
he was disrespected.
He was disrespected like a motherfucker. So he was just like, well, disrespected. They made it like a mission to make sure he was disrespected.
They said, okay, how can we really fuck with him? I got it.
They didn't even put him in the storyline in Mortal Kombat 11. He's in the crypt.
Oh God, that's it?
Yeah, he's in the crypt and you can't even see him. You have to accidentally run into him by chance. And it takes a while. Because I played that game for over a year. I met him once.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and there's a lot to do in the crypt. And it's just like, what? The crypt is where you get, like, trinkets and different stuff. So, you can unlock boxes, skins, and all the new characters and shit. So, they made sure that they gave him justice in this game. So, not only do you have him in his reptilian form, he has a moveset, and in his human form, and he has a totally different moveset, but then he goes invisible, and that has a moveset.
That's
Now,
nuts.
I don't know. I can't wait to play this game and play him because I don't know if you go invisible with either or if it changes the moveset. Because then that's even worse.
God, yeah, because now you're adding more to it.
Yeah.
He's broken. They're already gonna start him off with broken. They're gonna nerf it. I have a whole feeling that they'll do some updates and nerf him.
Dude, they're gonna have to. Like, he's a cheat code. He's Steph Curry.
Seriously.
He's Steph Curry. He's literally a cheat code. But I can't wait. I was watching a trailer for it. Check it out on YouTube. Probably put a link at the bottom if we can. But he comes through here looking real creepy. And I love the way they made him look because he's not like a lizard. He looks very outworldly, which is exactly what he needs to look like. He needs to look scary and very unknown. But he was exiled from his people because he could do this. He could switch into human form, and they didn't like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so he made it a mission to be a badass.
Oh no! Remember when he made his appearance in the very first movie? He was like a lizard that they accidentally said, let's just make him a man, and they literally just made him a man.
They just
in the original movies.
And he had like his ninja mask had like fangs or something.
Yeah.
Like that. But him versus Liu Kang was a badass fight.
That was
the choreography, the movesets in the fight, and the music, like very 90s. It was like very 90s techno music.
Very 90s, and it was very like much trying to fit into the video game feel.
Yes.
So they picked off the soundtrack off the video game. So let's do this and like twist it up a little bit.
Yeah. It was a badass fight. Like, I still watch that movie from time to time because it was so good.
It was such a good movie of its time. It was such a good movie.
You can't really find Annihilation because it was so bad. So
that was the one. That's their one bad movie of it.
Sometimes sequels don't work.
Who would have known? Prequels either.
Let's tell that to the Fast and the Furious people. Anyway, what you got, man?
Man, my rated F news brings chills down my damn spine because the picture on it has to show what I freaking hate the most.
You have a spine.
Huh?
Yeah.
Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me. I will go through the screen and choke you. So, I'm going to read the quote.
Right.
8-year-old boy lets Black Widow bite him because he wanted to become Spider-Man.
I saw that. Let him die.
I'm going to repeat this for the listeners. 8-year-old boy lets a Black Widow bite him because he wanted to become Spider-Man.
Now,
that boy...
listen intently. That's a dumbass boy. But I don't care what age you are. He could have been 30. He a boy. Like, no. But I've heard stories like this. It was a kid that almost drowned because he was looking for SpongeBob. Yes, this is the exact face that anybody would put on for this. Why would you do that? But there are key words, and if you listen closely to what I say in past recordings, the word "let" means submission and intent for someone to do things to you. And in this case, something to do something. So it was willing.
He willingly did this. Let me read the full story, because when I read this...
Getting bitten by spiders.
First off, I would have never been caught dead that close. I would have died. I would have just walked out or something. I would have not... It wouldn't have been me while I was awake. So... An 8-year-old boy allowed a Black Widow to bite him because he wanted to become Spider-Man, according to health authorities. After being bitten by the spider, the boy captured it in a glass and went home. But upon arriving home, he began to feel extremely sick, experienced body aches, and intense muscle contractions.
Yeah,
the boy, who is from Bolivia, never going there, is currently in stable conditions in hospital and being treated with anti-venom. Which that post was a little bit older. The one that comes after it did say he did, he's good. But again, reiterating the fact that he brought it home. It should have died. He brought it home.
He brought it home. That means he wanted the whole family to be Spider-Man.
So in the other story that I read, he saw the red. He saw the red on the butt and said, "Oh, red is the same color as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So this spider, if it bites me, will make me Spider-Man."
First of all, you just finding the Black Widow spiders in Bolivia. Okay, cool. Because
Seriously.
I've been in Florida for like 20 years. I haven't seen one.
I haven't even seen a brown recluse. Knock on wood. I don't plan on seeing one.
Yeah.
But
I've seen
it's
brown spiders, but not brown recluse, and they're very deadly.
those are deadly.
Watch your toes.
So 100%. No. Actually, piggyback with this spider thing, because of course I just get taunted by these little motherfuckers.
Right.
I went to Blue Springs with my wife on Saturday.
Right.
And if you've never been to Blue Springs, it's a gorgeous area. You get to see wild manatee every so often, kind of
Right.
swim in the area. Water's freezing ass cold. My balls were in my back. And so we get there, and my wife goes, my lovely wife goes, babe, ill. So I go, what? Oh, it was another banana spider.
Oh.
This big.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's just nasty. And I couldn't almost look away because it was just like, it was massive.
Mm.
And then when I was about to look away, I catch on the bottom, there was another one with, mind you, the web is like this freaking big. It's massive.
they make big webs. Those bananas.
So I was like, holy crap. It wasn't in an area where I have to walk through. It was just kind of where I walk by. But nonetheless, it's there. And I think one of them was eating. And I was just grossed out by it. But did you know? No, I ain't gonna take pictures. You're disgusting.
You have an iPhone.
Yeah, I was also going into the water when I saw them. I wasn't bringing the phone with me.
Oh, touche.
But so I didn't know this, but did you know that banana spiders, their venom does something to a guy? It's not it's well, depending on where you're at in the situation. Yep.
Yeah.
Gives an erection. It's a painful erection at that, and it gives them body aches at the same time. So how is it you're hurting me and giving me something for fun time?
I think there's either a protein or enzyme, some type of reaction. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not that smart. That it speeds up your heart rate. It kind of works like a Viagra, but you're gonna die. Like you need to get medical attention very quickly. Yeah, but with that amount, it gives you an erection. So if you can harbor as a pet a banana spider and get its venom and take a few drops of that every morning, you'll be immune. So 20 minutes before Panky time, you just
oh, Panky.
Panky time. You'll be praying to the old gods in the new in 20 minutes or less.
So have you speaking in Game of Thrones dialect really fast? Woman, come here.
Time for cocking ass. Right, that's Spartacus. Anyway.
Oh God.
Let's move on.
Before we go too far. So guys, as much as we love talking about some of our critters of the earth, gotta say, we have to revisit this. And you know what? I feel bad because we did say that the next time we were going to talk about this, we would be drinking or something. Fortunately, I'm right now not doing that.
Right.
No, it's fine because I'm in a cleanse right now, so I'm not drinking at all. 2 weeks actually straight, no liquor, so I'm feeling good.
Speaking of sidetrack, 2 seconds. I went to the movie theater in Haines City, and they have a Jack and Coke slushy, Jack Daniels, and it's either regular.
It doesn't surprise me. It's Haines City too. I'm shocked they don't have any on tap.
Yeah, they pretty much had it on tap because it was like a thing. It had its own like machine. It was amazing.
That actually sounds pretty badass though. I want to try that. They had 3
flavors. They had regular Coke, cherry Coke, and vanilla Coke.
Ooh.
Tell me how your boy spent almost $50, bro. You know how.
Of course you would.
It was like $13, $14 for a fucking drink. I was just like, I'm gonna try every one. Going to see a kids movie. I went to go see the freaking Haunted Mansion with my niece.
Oh God.
And here I am sipping it up, just being the best co-parent I can be.
Freaking hilarious! I can't with you.
Yeah,
but I want to try it now. Now you've piqued my interest. Eventually, I'm gonna have to go back to it.
Bro. Let's go see
Oppenheimer.
Hawking.
Oh, we got to talk about that eventually. We'll get back to that. But
We'll get to that.
I've heard some stuff.
Let's go. Let's talk about outer space.
Let's talk about our outer space friends, because in a recent news, it's a little bit older now, but in a recent news in the last few weeks, we've heard of a Major David Grush, who went and they've called him and dubbed him the whistleblower.
Yes.
He is a former Air Force agent, and what he pretty much stated, and I'll kind of just sum up the whole conversation, is that he worked for a department of the Air Force that would pick up unidentified flying objects, or what they called UAP, unidentified
aerial
phenomena.
Aerial phenomena. There you go, projectiles. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's okay. I said the same thing when the first time I read it. But yes, so they pick up UAPs, and he actually at first he was kind of he had this kind of like court standing with the government, because he was trying to fight something that they were kind of blackballing him for, and they kind of started giving him a lot of negative pushback, and he felt retaliated to. But then kind of pretty much wanted to talk about how aliens are out there, and that the government has picked up many aliens and vessels with their pilots still inside, and that they weren't human.
Yeah, I remember that question, because he was in front of Congress, and the lady asked him, she was like, well, of these crash landings were the biological phenomenon that were found, were they of human nature or non-human? And he just flat out was like, non-human phenomena. I was like, what? Non-human, dead and alive. I was like, wow. Like, this is amazing. And because what a way to distract from Trump's indictments, that you have to unveil that aliens exist for somebody so we can talk about something else. Because
we're still talking about Trump, though. We're just gonna
way too big time. You have to get like, dude, aliens exist. Let's just kind of deter people.
You know how
thinking about him.
You know how bad it is. Like 15 years ago, this would have never made it out to the public. This would have been more of those like undercover like court cases,
right?
And it would have been like blacklisted. We would have never seen it.
Everything redacted.
Yep. But then you like now, because Trump just can't keep his mouth shut and like just run a campaign like normal.
Yeah.
And he's literally on the news so often. They're like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring out some huge news. Okay, you're gonna go out there and gonna tell them that you found this alien. Not any kind of particular alien, just the one alien that you talked about. You know, the one that was alive. This is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do right now. And it's the best I could do with his accent.
No, you got the cadence sound back.
And they're sitting like, should we talk about this alien? No. We're gonna talk about this alien. Just talk about those.
Our friendly neighborhood aliens.
Don't tell them about the other ones that kill. We only want the ones. We want them to know that they've already died.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, man, how do you feel about that? Like, we were just talking about this, like 4 episodes ago? So this is like about a month ago.
That was my topic choice, and I just did it for fun. Now this is real. I was like, what the hell?
Maybe somebody saw our channel and finally said, let's bring it out.
Yeah, well, if the Rated F boys are doing it, we might as well tell the whole freaking country. All right.
You hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We make things popping.
Yeah, literally. It was like a day or two after we did the recording. I was like, is this real? I thought it was.
Yeah, because it was like the proceedings were about to begin, and there was like some rumors about it. I was like, what the fuck going on? Yeah. And it was like it broke news last week, like late last week. It broke news that he had the court day.
I can't believe it, bro. All right, so we're doing Bigfoot because apparently the government's looking at us and confirmation.
We need to see it, so we're gonna talk about Bigfoot later. All right?
Yeah, so, I want to hear that Bigfoot is real. Damn it! So we're gonna make a video. And the government's gonna let it go. But I mean, my feelings on this, I think. I mean, say what you want, fuck your opinion, but not you per se, but anybody. Not anyone who's different than mine. But it is almost idiotic to think that we are one galaxy, Milky Way galaxy. We are one of several tails of the Milky Way galaxy because of the way it spins. It creates like these tails. It almost looks like an octopus.
Yeah.
And we're just that galaxy. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of galaxies out there, and we're the only life in the universe. Absolutely not. You don't even have to get off of our planet to see aliens. Just look at the animals around you. Look at the insects around you. It's so astonishing to me when I'm driving in my car or wherever I am and I see a fly or a gnat or some type of bug that is a fraction of the size of my pinky nail, and it could live, breathe, eat, survive, walk around, live. Just it exists. It blows my mind. I'm like, wow, how? It's so intriguing to me, the levels of life and the different subcategories that life can take, and like the definite, like what is the definition of life? Because you can have a single-celled organism that is alive in the sense of a eukaryote or prokaryote in basic science. But you could have things that are as elaborate as a human being or a dog or this or that. Like, and something as teeny tiny as an ant is like they form colonies that are elaborate, and they're so in the way in every definition of the word great, to be on this planet and see so many walks of the definition of life. So I know, and even in the ocean, like the depths of the ocean, like you see creatures that you never thought would even exist.
Yeah, true.
Or can exist.
And then we still haven't even gone that deep into it. There are more that we can't even find.
Exactly. You know, and there's time and time again that I hear that they've, in a permafrost, they've had, which is just, you know, ice that has been frozen in either the South Pole or the North Pole, usually the North Pole, because of
the temperature is
the temperatures is kind of colder and whatnot. A lot of times when they go to Antarctica, I believe it's south, and
that's South Pole. That's
South Pole, right? So that's where it's like it's uninhabitable. It's like you can't really go there. This and the other. Sometimes scientists will go out there, and they'll dig into the permafrost, and they'll find bacteria from hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions of years ago.
They've actually did that. You know, it's funny you said that, bro, because about a month ago, they found a disease that they believed was one of those diseases that actually affected and killed some of the dinosaurs prior to the meteor, and they freaking revived it.
Yeah.
For what purposes? I don't know.
And it started duplicating.
Yeah. The minute it got thought out.
Like the way that they said it was like it started having babies. It started its process of multiplying almost immediately. I remember reading that article. I was like, first of all, why? And second of all, see, science, I'm a big science buff, but science is all about
evil.
Yeah. A lot of times they don't even think. They're just about it shoulda, not coulda. It's just, should we do this? Sure. Could we do this? Yeah. But they never ask the question why. They just do shit half the time.
Literally.
Why?
Come in like this, surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. Here's a new disease. You thought COVID was bad. Wait till you see this prehistoric shit that we got over here.
Bro, when I read that report, I was like, get away. Good, stop. Don't even touch it. Why are we touching it?
If that got out, bro, how do we fight something like that? Can't even figure out the origin of it.
It's legit like the scientists of today is like Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory.
Just pressing buttons in a lab.
Just pressing shit. Ooh, what does this button do?
You ain't even supposed to be in the lab. You over here pressing buttons. Conjuring spirits. That's the you did what face?
Oh, you found what?
But
Jesus.
yeah, to answer the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? Absolutely not. Will it cause chaos? People are feeble. Yes.
You know what's funny is that the whole world didn't like bat an eye. I think we've all believed it to a degree, and we heard aliens are real, and they went, "Okay, is Trump in jail?"
I think I think this is just the society that we live in right now. It's all about self. So if it doesn't affect them, they don't give a fuck.
Now, until they see an actual ship get like close trying to attack the world, then it'll be like but right now they're like,
and the use of the word affect, because right now it only affects the government and the whistleblower because of what he can say and what they can do. But the day that they show you a spaceship or photos or videos of an alien, confirmed sightings, people are gonna lose their shit. Why?
And
because
clear
now
pictures.
They're affected. Yes. Now they're affected by it. That's how people operate. If they're not affected by it, crap. There was an earthquake in, I don't know, we said Bolivia earlier. It's not that there's earthquakes in Bolivia, but there was an earthquake in Bolivia and hundreds of people died or whatever. Oh my God, that's so sad. Wow. Oh my God, like I can't believe that happened. Wow. 5 minutes later, you tell them the same story. It was like they forgot. But if it happened,
I forgot that happened. It'd be like normally the reaction,
right? And then it's like if it happens at home, they're affected by it, and that is when they go, "Oh crap! Oh yeah, we got to do something. We got to fundraisers." Yeah, that's how people operate. They're very self.
Oh yeah, actually, speaking of which, because you said that, you saw that in Alaska, some of the polar caps thawed and are like they melted.
Right.
And it's causing massive flooding that houses are actually falling down.
Yeah.
Like they're sinking through. And it's funny because obviously in Florida, we weren't hearing about it. I had to hear it through somebody else. And they told me, "Oh, go to TikTok and check it out." So that's how I ended up seeing like videos and stuff. But like that was pretty like sad, dangerous, and just scary at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's and think about this. We live in Florida, which is already under sea level. So the more and more the polar ice caps start melting, the more and more that we're in danger, because Florida is swampland. It's supposed to be underwater. It's supposed to be swamped. So eventually, it may not be a Florida. Eventually, it's not going to happen anytime soon.
New Orleans will be first. God,
New Orleans going to be first. We already happened. Shit.
They sent Katrina for them.
Negligence. Imagine when Earth has something to do with it, and you can't do anything about it. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna real bad.
They'll get New Orleans first, but then they'll turn their attention to Florida.
Yeah, and then, yeah, that's how that usually works. What are your feelings on it, man?
Well, my feelings on it, man, it's obviously when I first heard it, I was kind of like, I was excited because I was like, wow, we finally had someone confirm it, like on the record, under oath. Like, if he's lying, he's legit risking his life because he's gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
And so the fact of the matter is that he came in under oath, said, yes, aliens are real, and it's a thing. We've caught them. We have their ships. We have a few of their ships, and we've had a few of their live pilots of those. And I was kind of like, I was blown away with a lot of that, because I was like, man, like that means that the government's known this for years.
Yeah.
And obviously has gaslighted us, saying, no, it's it's a balloon, it's a satellite. There's always some type of bullshit that they would feed us. And I was like, man, like this is actually like a legit thing. Like we're actually getting confirmation that aliens exist.
Right.
And I believe even if you're a religious person and you want to say, well, that can't be a thing, whatever the case may be, but if you want to go into a religious fight about it, or a religious side of it, not even a fight, but let's just say like your perspective of it. God made us. What's to say that God didn't make aliens and go, "Ooh, I didn't like what that came out like," and then figure it out? But he can't destroy them, so he said, "Well, just let them do what they got to do. I'll make a new one here."
Yeah.
It's hard to sit there and say that we were alone on Earth, because there's so many things that doesn't make sense of why they like figures are the way they are in the world, and at least on Earth, because like the pyramids is always like the biggest one. Like, oh yeah, like the pyramids were made by aliens, because I know they want to say, oh, the slaves that they had of the Egyptian time, which were the Jews, were the ones who built them, which wholeheartedly could be the case. But who told them to do that?
Yeah.
Who taught them to construct that figure?
And it's like a diamond shape, because the foundation of it is the exact same way. So what we're seeing is the top of the pyramid, and it slopes down to create a stronger foundation. Yep. Remarkable engineering, especially at that time. And to think that we can't duplicate that shit nowadays.
Yeah, like right now, we can't even attempt to try that.
We tried our hardest. We can't make that again. We can make a glass building out of iron and this and that and the other, and it'll fall down in the drop of a hat. But let's take stone and build a pyramid. And it's not just a pyramid. There's rooms, there's corridors, there's pathways. Build it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait. They're still building I-4. I'll wait. I-4 will probably be completed before you make that.
The day I-4 is completed is the day we pop champagne.
So, bro, we'll probably be 100. Have our kids break it for me, baby. I can do it.
We will be 417 before I-4 is finished. No,
it's ridiculous to sit there and think that God, we were always alone, and then like now these aliens are popping up. I think a lot of movies have always directors knew a lot more than they've always kind of gave us, and I think through movies we've seen that there's always been that idea that it's out there, that there's aliens out there. So
I've said before, I told you this specifically before, is that like if you watch certain movies, there's always a play on either a technology or a certain, like, let's keep it aliens, like what's this movie, Arrival?
Okay.
Yeah, the movie Arrival. So they play not only with technology as basic form, it's like stuff that we could do now, but the dissecting and understanding of different languages at its purest form and the foundation. So what they'll do a lot of times, movies would kind of creep in a new technology, and you think that it's innovative. Oh wow, this and the other. But really, what they're doing is they're getting the people used to seeing that level of technology little by little.
Yep.
You can't go to a 1940s film and see the concept of a cell phone like an iPhone.
Oh yeah,
they're not ready for that shit yet. You'll see that in a 1990s movie.
Yeah, where like everything was like those phones are like in the hand kind of thing.
Yeah. Or there's a show that my wife likes watching. It's called Uploaded.
Oh my god, that was a good show, bro. I've seen that.
It's actually really good. But you like the technology is what I'm saying is that like you have like a wristband or so, and your phone is here. So you just put up your hand like that, and your phone is like
it pops up on the screen. Yeah,
it's like a hologram box in your hand, and you could type and fling it in front of you and swipe and shit. And you're like, that's innovative. That's a really good thought. But it's not a thought. It is people. It's not necessarily the government, but it is priming the people, the masses, for the level of technology that
we're gonna possibly be seeing.
Yeah. So when you see something that's new and you're like, wow, expect in the next 20 years that you're going to be using it.
Makes
No,
sense.
because I remember when Barack Obama he was elected president. The night that he was elected president the first time, CNN had holograms, I think, of will.i.am and a few other people in their news studio. It was a full-out hologram, like if the person was there, like Star Trek shit.
Like kind of like what they use in Marvel and like the Avengers and stuff.
Exactly. To communicate, it was just it was a 3D image of the person, but it was a hologram. So it's like they were in the room, but they're not. It's a phone call, but it's a head-to-toe, life-size 3D image of the person.
Oh, I never saw that.
It was crazy. I have to send it to you, bro. It was crazy. I was like, what the? And it was crystal clear. And we're like, what the hell? Since then, never saw that shit again. Other than what? Tupac on stage.
Yeah, Tupac. Like, and then Drake used it recently and made a younger version of himself.
Yes, and he had the younger version of himself handed him a book. And you don't quite understand how the hell he was able to grab that thing and flip through.
Yeah, it was interesting.
He made contact with his own hologram. I was like, this is technology that we have now, and we're seeing it in music videos and live concerts. When is that going to be accessible to the point that it's normal? Because right now I'm like, that was awesome. Unless that was choreographed to the core, that was amazing to see. Something as simple as just grabbing a book from a younger you that we know is a hologram. The hologram looks great, but you just interacted with it.
Yeah, I think they said it was kind of like a mixture of like he used a stand-in that the hologram kind of covered his face, so it kind of felt like an Avengers move where the hologram became somebody else.
Wow.
And then like the kid like practiced what that body was gonna do, so that it was very seamless.
Wow.
That's what I heard. I don't know how much truth that is, and that's why he actually had the book. But like I saw that video and I was like, "Whoa!"
Right. It's you see things like that when it comes to technology and stuff. And we're gonna get back on track here in a little bit. But my brother-in-law showed me the concept usage trailer for the Apple goggles or whatever. The Apple 3D image thing. I gotta send that to you, bro.
I've seen it. No, I already seen that one.
Life changer.
It's like it's the goggles, and it's like it has like your whole, pretty much like your phone in your face.
Yeah.
And you can have like a FaceTime call with somebody, and they see you like normal, like without the goggles.
Yes.
And then like let's say I'm talking with you on it, my wife can walk into shot, and I could talk to her like nothing.
Like nothing. I could still see her.
I've seen that. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how I feel about it too much, because I feel like that's a lot of power. It's gonna. We're in a day and age where we've already so invested in a lot of technology that I feel like it cuts that interaction of like that face to face.
I feel that's a good thing. Not only
that's
for
that's the introvert in you.
Yeah, that's my introvert. That's my introverted bias. But I feel that's a good thing, because when it helps a lot of people that don't have access to that face-to-face. So I've heard of long-distance relationships with people that one lives in Great Britain, the other one works in Japan. And now you could talk to them and be with them face-to-face with technology.
And in that aspect, that's perfectly fine. I think it's great.
People with, like, mobility issues who can't do that, like they have that opportunity now. It's gonna cost them $3,400 price tag on them shits, but I watched that trailer, and at the end of it I was like, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna get that. It's crazy.
I can almost see like my dad getting something like that, because when I saw it, I was like, oh god, it's like an advanced VR. Like, this is nuts.
And you could download all your apps to it just like your phone. So I can have my my HBO Max it's Max now, and now
Yeah.
I could change my entire living room into my TV screen, and I could put ambience to block out the rest of the room around me. So I could be sitting in space with shooting stars and stuff, watching my movie.
Watching aliens
I don't
fly
have
by.
to buy. Yeah, watching aliens. How niche. But for me, like thinking about that in the future, you spend that $3,400, and that's just a new concept price. When they start like getting the nooks and crannies out, and they perfect that technology, the price is going to go down because it's going to be more accessible and it's going to be easier to get it.
Yeah.
So now you just eliminated television. If you find a way to Bluetooth that, which sounds actually simple nowadays, to Bluetooth it to a sound bar or to a sound system, you don't need a TV anymore. The world's your TV.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm kind of like a little against it. Like I'm not fully against it, but
Yeah.
I am. It just kind of feels like we're gonna lose that one-on-one conversation, like in person. Like people are not gonna want to visit each other. You're not gonna want to get in your car and leave or go, just walk to a buddy's house.
Case in point, we're doing it right now. You live 20 minutes away from me. I could drive to you. You could drive to me. But this has made a convenience, and I think that's where technology is going now. It's either advances in technology in a sense of space travel or car travel. There's flying cars that are for $300,000 coming out in a few years. But convenience is the name of the game. I don't have to go to the movie theater anymore. I could spend $20 on a movie and then make I could go outside and make a screen as big as I want to and watch this movie because I have my VR or whatever. I don't have to go by your house and hang out with you because we have the technology for me to call you and I could be in the same room with you. I'm a hologram. Amazing. The tech. I can't wait for the next 20 years. When we're 50 and we're still doing this shit, then I hope so. Then we're going to have much more conversations about technology, aliens, our alien fin, Boomzaku or whatever. Why does it sound
He'll be joining in on the show.
You know, when Cthulhu comes, he's a special guest.
Cthulhu. Shut up.
Rated F, episode 1000. Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
No.
So I think it's perfect that you say that, though, because I do want to segue and kind of want to end the show with this one last question: is, do you think that aliens could be among us?
You go first because I just ranted.
Okay, I'll oblige. I'll oblige to that one. I think yes, and I was funny enough that I was watching another podcast and they were talking about this, and they were mentioning that it's a possibility that aliens have been among us for years, because if you think about like Egyptian times, like I mentioned earlier, there are carvings of a certain man or a creature with a big head, and it's always fit the form of what the aliens are supposed to look like.
Right.
If you look at even like Native American markings, other tribe markings, there have been a lot of mentioning of flying saucers or something like flying that has the same resemblance to what they've found in Egypt. So I think it's a possibility that aliens could have been among us, and I think that aliens have been among us for so long that they've just been inbreeding with a lot of us, that now they weren't aliens anymore because they became whatever that society that they decided to blend in with.
Right.
And if it's my guess, it's Asia, but it's just my guess, because why are they so damn smart and why are they so advanced in technology versus the rest of the world?
I was gonna say that's the racist shit I've ever heard you say. It is the most racist shit I've ever heard.
I love my Asian people. I love my Asian people, but
You doing political cleanup now? Go ahead. Let me watch. Let me watch.
No, I'm not doing much cleanup. I'm not honestly saying, like, as much as I love them, it fits the vibe. I mean, if you look at like I hate to be the racist guy to say, look at their eyes. Look at a lot of their features. Look at a lot of features. Like they're, you know, and in the podcast they say the same thing, and I was kind of like, huh. You know, if you're gonna choose a race that may have done it, Asia would be that whole Asian community would kind of fit the vibe. And then in Philippines they inbred it with Spanish people, so that's why it's really confusing over there.
Yeah, he got staring at Asian in his eye. His name was Jose. I was like, what? And when I was a kid, and I had like my first like Filipino friend, I was like, "What's your name?" Cool. How?
You're mixed?
He explained it. He just got married a couple of years ago, man. Shout out to JM. But, yeah, dude. Fantastic guy.
Yo, I love him. Yeah, if he's watching, because I talked to him a few times, and I know he knows about the podcast. I think he watches it. If he does, man, much love for you, and congratulations, because I saw that you're about to have a kid. So,
really, oh my God, congratulations, bro! Like I literally know JM since like middle school, I think.
Yeah, like because I've known him since about it was like 7th grade when I met him. So 6th, 7th grade, and I had met Bengala first.
Yes, Bengala.
So who I still stay in contact with. So he's out in Japan. Yeah. He ain't moving back. He's like, I love it here, Japan. So yeah, man, why not stay? Man. We miss amongst all the aliens.
The horse. No, man, but yeah, JM was he was always smart, always smiling, and always willing to explain shit.
Yeah, he was very. Like, he's on another.
As a young kid, you think I'm ignorant now? Like my ignorance as a young kid, he explained so much shit to me, and he made me a better person. Like he's a good friend. He's a good friend. Yeah. He's gonna make an excellent father. Father.
Shout out to our boy JM.
Back to you saying that Asian people are aliens because of the eyes and shit. What was good? I think I was gonna let that go. Hell no. Political cleanup.
I knew you were gonna sit there. I knew you were gonna sit there and just pull on that. It's gonna be the whole conversation for the rest of the week.
Remember, guys, cancel him. That's where my finger's going. Cancel him.
So cancel him.
Robbie had nothing to do with it.
Oh God! I hope I don't get canceled for that.
I kind of agree with you on that one in a sense of, but my thought process is just if they're able to blend in, that means that they have either the technology or the superpower in a way to shapeshift. They can look however they want to. It's kind of like the lizard people kind of thing. Hey man, yes, you read my mind. See, this is why we do this shit.
This is why we do this shit right here, bro.
This is why we do that shit. And this is why I picked reptile today. So it's like, if you're able to go from that true form into a human form and keep some of your features, he's Jamaican. Look at him.
Oh God, yes.
That was his true form. And Jamaicans are aliens. Look at that. Huh? No. Look at your face.
Oh,
absolutely not.
Listen. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Because they grow out their hair.
They grow out their hair. They speak backwards.
Called and it's not that hard to understand.
There might as well be Jar Jar Binks, bro. Who's Misa Nasa? Misa thinking.
At first, for a second there, I forgot who Jar Jar Binks was, and he sounded like Dobby from Harry Potter.
They're actually the same character. They're the same character. I'm 100% believe it.
Lord in heaven. But when it comes to aliens, I'm like, you know what? If you're out there, just come on out. everybody else coming out.
Might as well.
You know, we got
people coming out of the closet. You can come out of the woodwork.
We got gays, lesbians, transsexuals, transgenders, and aliens. Trans aliens.
Let's do it. Trans alien, get out.
Trans aliens.
Get out.
I want to wear my human skin today. Okay.
Am I feeling a girl or feeling a boy?
Okay, then, Ed Gein, go right ahead. Wear your human skin today. Why not?
Michael Jackson was converting to an alien before he died, man. He was
You can't just drop a sentence like that. Elaborate.
Michael, look, dead ass. Like, did you look at Michael Jackson like before he died? The past like 5-10 years of his life, he was like he was looking like a Whoville character more and more. His nose was getting pointier, his chin was getting sharper. I think he was opening boxes with his chin at one point. I mean, let's talk about it, man. He did moves that were like very, that lean. Yeah, I'm telling you, that lean, the moonwalk. Why do you think he called it a moonwalk? It was the walk of his people.
Because he missed home. That's
he's the original ET.
It was a tribute to his people, to his home planet.
People was like, oh, he's changed his color, his skin because of the Villa Lago. No, it's because his actual skin was coming out. And we saw it, and he said, damn, my nose doesn't match. I forgot to fix this part.
Yeah.
And then saw Dr. Seuss book and said, got it.
Yeah. You messed up the first time. He was like, damn, I picked the wrong color. He had to wait a few years to let it transition. You can't just come out like Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa did it wrong. He's just
Sammy Sosa 100% did it wrong.
He looks like a guy. Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, he looks like a Twilight character. Like he's still like sitting in the sun, just glimmering.
He wears like light blue contacts. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, guy?
He's confused. That's what's wrong with him. He's like, I'm an alien, damn it. I tell you I'm an alien. No, you're not. You're crazy.
He dresses worse than Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, he's really giving it an amen. They call me White Boy Rob, but damn, Sammy's so good.
Sammy was like, no, my name is not Samuel.
He gets Samuel. It's Sammy Gold.
I will not eat your mofongo or your mango. I don't even eat that.
Totally disrespects his heritage. Like, nope, not doing it. Ta-ta for now. He drives off in his Maybach or something.
Zippity doo dah, Bob. And just leaves.
I don't have time for this malarkey. I said a few days ago, I said hogwash at work. And one of my coworkers
you said like, that to me, and I've just kind of brushed it under the rug.
And I was looking at it, was like looking at blood pressures and stuff, and one of the blood pressures is like completely out of place. I was like, well, that's hogwash. And my coworker looked at me, she's like, you need to go in a corner. A dark corner.
She's saying go to the hood and find the black.
She said you need to blacken up. Like, no such thing, darling. Walked away.
This is like the blackest thing on me is my beard today, and just walk away.
I don't need to hear this malarkey.
It's like, what are you doing? Binge watching Game of Thrones before you went to work?
What's the this is going on way too long. But anyway, what's the whitest show that you know?
Whitest show I know? The Goldbergs.
The Goldbergs.
It's a movie about that producer. I think his name's Adam Goldberg.
Right.
And it's like a story of his life, but like he grew up in like I want to say he was born in like the early 70s, so he grew up through all that time period.
Right.
And it's like so white. They've said things and I'm like, I have no idea what that is. And my dad talked to me about the 70s and 80s often, and I'm like, I have no idea what that is. If it's not about a wrestler, I have no idea what that is.
I would say for me, it's a tie between the Brady Bunch,
of course,
and which I haven't watched all of it because I'm still stuck on. I'm binge watching Cheers and Frasier.
Oh, that's actually
Just
pretty
to
white,
let
though.
you guys know how white I am.
Yeah.
But
Cheers and Frasier combined
same
gives you a
time.
white card.
Thank you. Like, did you hear that? My credit score just went up 80 points. I'm finally at 800.
Get out.
About 830 now.
God.
Yes.
Anyways, I want to hear, guys, your take on this news break before we get any further out of Mars.
Lied.
So, guys, this was a great conversation. Great topic going on right now. I want to hear everybody's input again for our listeners who are listening in on Spotify or Apple Music. Just make sure you guys are giving us a good rating. And we will have the question posted there, so you can even answer the question, and we do see it. So
Right.
again, we're gonna, we definitely love any of the interactions you guys can give us.
Yeah.
Robbie, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean, we greatly appreciate you guys' interactions. We love it when we do a live. We haven't done a live in quite a bit, so we're gonna put some things together to do a live because we
Got
love
a special live we'll do.
Yeah, a special live would definitely do, and just to see those comments flowing in and the interactions, and like we love that. That's really what fuels the channel. I mean, I could talk to this knucklehead all day, but
Literally.
when that's literally my job nowadays. It's my part timer. But like we've made it as far as we have, where we keep innovating and trying new things. And as I always give praise to Felix for working so hard in the background and getting us on different podcasts and whatnot, and just really putting things in perspective of what we can and cannot do for you guys. And we see the reactions, and we see that the support for the channel, and we greatly appreciate it, man. Like
100%.
This was not supposed to go this direction as far as I thought. It was just like, okay, this is fun. But now we're in a point where it's like, oh, this is fun.
We're hitting some new marks, some new
Business. Like, it's crazy. And I love every second of it. Don't get me wrong. But it's just so surreal to think that, like, I go out sometimes and, like, it's very seldom, but it'd be like, I know you from somewhere. And I literally have to say, I'm Robbie from Rated F. And it'd be like,
look at
oh,
that.
yeah, the Rated F podcast. It'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, man, that's what's up. And I'm like, holy shit, that's really cool.
We're getting recognized. We're getting there. Little bit at a time.
Little bit.
You boys are gonna need. You're gonna need security. You're gonna be like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I love to, but I'm eating. I'll come back.
It's gonna be awesome, man. But thank you guys in the bottom of our hearts, and we'll see you again next week.
Yep. See you guys next week for this.
Cool.
Y yo no vuelvo a parar. Yo no juego con